Facebook dropped their brand new $1,500 Meta Quest Pro. This is a data mining machine. I don't know of any other product I've seen in my entire life that gathers more rich data than this headset by itself. It tracks your eye movements in real time with exact precision to see exactly what you're looking at inside of the headset, what's catching your eye, what's finding the most attraction to you, so they can sell you probably more ads on it. It's also tracking your facial movements, like how if you smile, if you laugh, or if you're frowning. They can tell immediately how you're emotionally and physically responding to certain products or features that are inside of this Meta Quest Pro. And it also tracks your hand movements in real time, so you can actually use your hands instead of controllers. All really, really cool tech. I'm not going to doubt that. This is probably the coolest piece of tech I've held in my entire life. You can even add virtual monitors to your desk that don't even actually exist, and you can use that as if you have all these real monitors, and they actually work. The problem that I have with this, or with Facebook in general, before I even address this amazing headset that I'm not going to ever use, is that Facebook wants you to call them Meta. Okay, I'm never going to call Facebook Meta for as long as I live, and there's an actual good reason for that. Meta is short for metaverse. Now you can think of the metaverse somewhat as like the universe from within technology. Like instead of you like picking up your phone and looking at Discord or Instagram for an example, that's you looking into the metaverse but through a phone screen. It's not that immersive. When you put this on your head though, you get all the apps right in front of you. You see actual characters and people that you can interact with in real time. That's like entering the metaverse. Now the problem is this. They don't own the metaverse. Facebook doesn't own the metaverse. Their name just so happens to be called Meta because they have a lot of money. They can buy the meta.com domain when other companies probably can't even afford that. But just because they call themselves Meta doesn't mean they own the entire metaverse. It's like you buying one coffee shop and saying, yo, everybody now has to call me the coffee shop owner of all coffee shops. But you're not though. You might own one coffee shop. You might own a certain brand of coffee. But I'm not going to call you every coffee shop ever. Well, that's exactly what Facebook's asking you to do with this headset or with their new branding itself. Call us Meta, but you're not the metaverse. Maybe your name is Meta, but you don't own the entire universe within technology. And people actually believe this and they're uneducated on it in the next 10 to 15 years. Everyone's going to say, oh, metaverse, Facebook, Mark Zuckerberg. They don't correlate, dog. They're different worlds. The information that Facebook is collecting off of you with this headset is physical characteristics and movements. The position and orientation of your headset and controllers to determine the body pose and make your avatar's movements more realistic. The position of your headset, the speed of your controller movement, and changes in your orientation. Your audio data when your microphone preferences are enabled to animate your avatar's lip and face movements. We collect technical information like estimated hand size and hand pose data. Now about the eye tracking, probably the scariest part about this headset, they say we process abstract gaze data to improve your image quality in VR, help you interact, and animate your avatar's eye and facial movements. Raw image data of your eyes is stored on your device. I have to give it to you, Facebook. That was a great move. They actually don't track or they don't take pictures and save your eye or your retina or anything about your physical facial features and then store it on their servers. This is all done on board of your own headset. So this is all done locally, but they still do tell what you're looking at inside of the headset, which is honestly more important than anything. Natural facial expressions. If I'm smiling and I'm really, really happy, they can tell that. If I'm laughing at a joke, if I'm really, really sad after I saw something and my facial expression starts to go into a frown, they can tell exactly how I'm feeling about certain items or products or features from within of this headset. We process abstract facial expressions data to make your avatar's expressions look more natural in VR. Raw image data of your face is stored on your device. We process information related to your fitness levels like the number of calories you've burned, how long you've been physically active, your fitness goals, and achievements. So they can track literally everything about you while you have this on. It's unbelievable. Calories, activity level, how fast you turn your head left and right, movement speed. They can calculate how healthy you are, I guess, your eye tracking movements, what you find interesting, your facial expressions, your hand data. Holy fuck! This one's kind of strange, actually. They say we collect information about your physical environment and dimensions while you use a MPT product. For an example, when you set up your Meta Quest Guardian system to alert you when you approach a boundary, we receive information about the play area that you've defined. Now this is really, really problematic. Why is Facebook receiving data about my house? What my house looks like, the kinds of carpet I have maybe, the color of my walls, the space I'm playing in. Why are they receiving data about my environment? Now, not only is it tracking everything from within the headset, like everything I'm doing while I'm in it, but it's tracking everything outside of the headset, which is unbelievable. Like these cameras are actually feeding them data about my environment in my house in real life. So now you're thinking, Lucid, why would you spend $1,500 on a headset and controllers that you knew you probably weren't gonna like just so that you can talk shit about it online? And to all the Facebook zombies that are going to be commenting under this video saying, I love Mark Zuck, don't talk bad about him. The honest answer is that I get paid to talk shit. This is my job, literally. I can write this off as a business expense. I'm going to return it, so I can't. But even if I wasn't going to return it, imagine I was talking shit about a product I never even used. I have to give you a more unbiased answer, because if I actually loved this thing and it was actually worth it, I'd tell you, screw all the privacy problems and data, just buy it and use it. But it's so not worth it, even coming from a business expense. Don't do it. Not only is Facebook trying to blur the lines between what metaverse is and their company name to make it seem like they own the entire metaverse, which they don't. They just own a headset that lets you access it. Like they have a key to a door. That doesn't mean that they own the door. You feel what I'm saying? So they're only trying to monopolize the idea of metaverse, which I totally can't get behind or support. In the next 10 years, everyone's going to believe that they actually own it, and I'm going to have them watch this video over and over again. But additionally, whenever they acquire new companies, I feel like they have something nasty behind the scenes. Like they have bad intentions with everything that they do, because their business model isn't making you pay for things, it's making you use things because you're the product, right? So when you buy this headset, you can almost instantly assume I'm paying for the product, but I'm also the product. I'm not only going to get bent over when I pay $1,500 for this product, but I'm also going to get plowed for the next 7 years of its lifespan because I'm the one that's using it and they're profiting off of me using it. For an example, when they bought WhatsApp, right? And now they want to say, yo, WhatsApp is end-to-end encrypted. We can't, not even Facebook can see what's inside of your WhatsApp messages. Technically, no, they can't. And actually, yeah, it is end-to-end encrypted, but that doesn't mean that it's safe, because Facebook is still collecting data on everything outside of the message. Who you're talking to, when you're talking to them, how frequently you're talking to them, how many messages are going back and forth between you and this person. They're building a profile on you without even knowing what you're saying in the message. And additionally, if you or the other person reports a message in the chat, then Facebook can see it to determine if it was actually a good report or not. So how can they see a message if they just said that they can't even see the message? So this whole thing is extremely fishy. And whenever they drop a brand new product or acquire a brand new company just like Oculus, I know what their true intention is. The same thing that they did with WhatsApp. They give you this whole privacy thing. Yo, it's end-to-end encrypted. We can't see nothing except who you're talking to, when you're talking to them, how many messages are going back and forth, building you a profile on Facebook before you even make an application because you use WhatsApp. That's our other product. It's like unfucking believable. There's so much data that they're collecting off of us. And I honestly just don't even respect it at all. Now, if they want to give you a product for $5 and say, hey, we're going to probably lose money on giving you this product, but over the next 7 years, we're going to be milking your data, and you're like, okay, I'm cool with that. If you're fine with it, then by all means, go ahead. But the fact that you're going to go pay $1,500 for this thing, which is still, it feels like a dev kit, if we're being honest, and then still getting all that data harvested, I can't get behind that at all. So anyways, thank you for watching this video. Don't buy the MetaQuest Pro, and I'm going to be returning this thing tomorrow morning, first thing in the morning. Thank you for watching this. Stay dreaming, stay lucid. I'm out. Peace.